So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter. And I think that right there, he knew right away. And he ended up going to a second.
That wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew where the pressure was going to come. How to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, he rifles one that's intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A 9-minute first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Succo, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's pulled in at the 32, and he goes out right around the 39. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, but here we go. It's more on 2nd down. He's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Brady going to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They juked him, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Jones running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and he brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1 possession. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Succop's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied game. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Rodgers now after the sack. They lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan. The 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move.